All right, so in today's team meeting, we're answering some questions that the team had. The team. Okay, so the question was, what is open cycles, right? What are they? And then you had another question as well about barriers versus open cycles. And you asked, how do we close them? Okay, so first of all, let's cover what a barrier is. A barrier is anything that you consider you can overcome. A problem is intention, I want to do something. Counter intention, there's another intention. Like, I want to go to the movies, you don't. We have a problem. I want to get to work, the car is not working. It's a problem. And a problem is generally something that you consider you don't have an immediate solution for. A barrier is something that's in your way, but you consider that you can overcome it. It's part of getting to something and you feel that I can overcome it. So you want to turn your problems into barriers. A problem becomes a barrier once you know. The more you know, the more you look at a problem and think, I can overcome it. Then it becomes a barrier. So a barrier is on the way to a destination usually, okay? So an open cycle can be a barrier. It's a type of a barrier, open cycle. Another barrier can be somebody didn't pick up when I tried calling them. Is it a problem? No, it's just a barrier. I need to keep trying. Okay, but it's not necessarily an open cycle. Although it sort of happens to be also, but it's not always. Okay? Now, what's an open cycle? What does the word control mean? To control. Okay, so control means the ability to start, change, and stop. That's control. If I can start the cap or the pen, write, which is change, and stop, I control the pen. But if at some point I don't know, I can't change it the way I want to, or it stops by falling before I wanted it to, or anything other than I start, change, and stop, then it's not control. If I can start a car, change the car, and stop the car, I control the car. But if I start the car, change it wrong, and have an accident, no control. Okay? Now, control, the important thing about control is it equals income. Now, income is not just money, by the way. Income can be the car taking me safely to my destination. I got something I wanted. So it's an income. Control can be my kids give me kisses. Income can be my kids giving me kisses. That's an income, okay?
It's valuable to you.
Because it's valuable, it's what you wanted. So if you control your kids, have a good relationship, then you have the income. Control is not a bad thing. It's not like whoosh, control. It's I'm able to direct it towards a destination. I can start, change, stop. Okay? So that's control and that's income. And income, of course, can be money. If you control your business, you'll have income. Okay. So many people start things, but don't change and stop. They start the WhatsApp, but they don't actually reply and send. Many people like to change things. You'll see a new person comes into the business to run the business. He's barely started, but he's already changing what worked and creates a mess. And many people like to stop things. Police are a great example. Their focus is on stop, stop, stop. They have a very big obsession on stopping. People that are locked in on, I've got to follow the rules. And like the policy says, without actually observing, seeing what makes sense, and then seeing if that policy right now applies or not. I'm all for, by the way, rules and policies, etc., when I observe that that's what's needed right now. But if you're just robotic, it's protocol, then you're a robot, not a human being. Human beings know how to start, change, and stop. Now, anytime, so far so good, makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, now, anytime you start something, but don't complete it, it's called an open cycle. This is a cycle of action. Start, change, stop. Cycle of action. Anytime that you start, but you don't actually complete it, it's an open cycle. And what happens is this. Here's a person, and you have your mind, and your mind has many attention units. They're called attention units. It's a unit of attention that you give to something. Okay? Anytime, right now I'm giving you my attention units. Okay? What happens is, every time you have an open cycle, one of your attention units gets stolen onto that cycle. If I open the WhatsApp, and I'm like, I need to reply to that guy, but I don't right now. Even if I don't know it, I have a piece of attention on it. If I have a drawer at home that's full, everybody has a drawer at home that has like total rubbish / your most important life documents all in one drawer. So that drawer that's a mess, and you know you need to handle it. You're like, I want to clean that damn drawer. Attention unit on it. You said to a friend, hey, yes, I'm going to send you that restaurant I went to. I'll send it to you when I get home. But you don't. Attention unit. Anything that you have open, and people have many open cycles, what happens is your attention unit gets stolen on many open cycles. And what you're left with is, no exaggeration, about this much, and this is probably being generous, of your attention units to direct to life, because the rest are stolen on other things. So most people have many open cycles and they have many open attention units. Now, what happens on a computer program when you open many different tabs? Yes, slow. So first it slows down, and if you open many more, it crashes. That slowdown in a human being, do you know what it's called? When you have many open tabs, it's called stress. Stress is only many open cycles. That's what is the cause of stress. And when you have too many, the stress becomes a mental breakdown or a panic attack. Panic attack is just somebody that had many open cycles for a very long time, and now they have a panic attack. So how you handle stress is by handling the open cycles. How you handle the open cycles is, I'll tell you in a sec. I'll explain it to you guys in just a second, but the answer actually is on a course that we have that's called the stress course. You can find it, how to handle stress. And it explains this in detail, and it gives you a solution for this exact thing. And if you do it, you'll handle your stress. It's a course that costs like $19 or something, and it's ultra powerful. If you could pay $19 to handle your stress for the rest of your life, it's well worth it. So look up the stress course. If you can't find it, email us, info@gprosperity.com, and it'll give you the answer to this mechanism forever. So that's that.